It is obvious to me right from the start that this question is going to involve my favorite strategy: plug points into equations. You need to get good at recognizing when this strategy is involved, and it's very, very common. So how do I know? Well, obviously the answer choices are equations. So step one, I have equations. Do I have points? Yes, that's what this chart is. This is a set of coordinates, x's and y's. Now the y is labeled as f of x. That's function notation. We need to be comfortable with that, but basically it's as simple as a question can get on the SAT. We're going to take points, we're going to plug them into the equations, we're going to see how it lines up. And we should start with the easiest point. The 0 point is going to be really easy. Just what happens if we plug in 0 for x? Well, that's going to cause all of these terms that are attached to the x to disappear, right? Because 3 times 0 is 0. 29 times 0 is 0, right? So those are just going to disappear. So we're just looking what gives us 29. Choice A is going to give us 29. Choice C is going to give us 29. But B and D will not, right? That's 32 and 35. So those can go away just by looking at it, basically. For the second point, we might need to do a little bit of work to separate A and C, and this is why even when we plug points into equations, we need to try everything. We always need to try all the answer choices, all the equations, just to make sure, because very often a point will work in multiple equations, but the second point won't. So in this case, we just say, okay, 3 times 1 plus 29, that's 3 plus 29 is 32. So that works, that gives us what we wanted. If we do the same thing in C though, 35 times 1 plus 29, I don't even need to put that in my calculator to know that's a very big number. That's way bigger than 32. 35 plus 29, we're already above 32 just with a 35. So that's not going to work, and that's going to leave us with A. There are ways to do this where you kind of like plug the things into the calculator, but I do not think that that is worth it here. This is just a matter of thinking about zeros and ones. This is some of the most simple arithmetic we can do in the world, so please just get good at knowing when they're giving you points and they're giving you equations so that you can use my favorite strategy: plug points into equations.